Now, we've seen MarineLord take on many an opponent, defeat many a golden standard. He's beating Viper, he's beating the Doubts, he's beating everyone on the leaderboard. He seems nigh on unstoppable, to the point where he even has 2 accounts sitting in the top 10. That's right, official KEKW is MarineLord, just to confirm you guys. But the real challenge isn't humans. As we know, we live in a time where technology is advancing at a crazy pace, where people are getting concerned about the sentience of AI, where Turing's dreams can become reality and Skynet might be a possibility. So surely, being humans is no achievement for MarineLord. It's pathetic even. What if we had him go up against an easy AI instead? How far has OpenAI come? How far has Skynet evolved? Are we about to be made irrelevant by the machines? That's the answer that we seek today in these 1v1s, as we are back with Mongols versus Rus, MarineLord versus that easy AI. It's got easy in the title. It's going to be exactly that, right? You would think, but many a victim has fallen already, my friends. AI Easy is currently sitting at 34th on the leaderboards with an 81% win rate. And seemingly, just like every scary notion in our mind of things like OpenAI, every game it learns something new. And let's see if those lessons can culminate in a victory over MarineLord in this game. So opening-wise, Mongols already got the Uvu down and has moved across to a gold vein early. He could have went more aggressive, but of course this would have been more risky. So once again, you know, AI just learning from our mistakes. How many of us in the past have gone, oh, well, this gold vein's closer, moved out to the center one, and then had an exposed economy that gets attacked early? It's very smart. And that's exactly what I expect out of AI. On the other side, MarineLord, actually nicely set with his woodline, his baby woodline though. This is kind of sucky for both, right? I mean, the thing is, if you're playing as AI, you at least had the option to move your TC towards a big wood line. Of course, it would have taken ages, which is why I didn't. I'm trying to think who I think gets punished more by these wood lines. And I'm kind of leaning towards saying the Mongol player is going to feel more punished. Because although you can move the TC later, obviously if you do, it's a lot of time where you won't be producing villagers. And it's also the fact that, like, in comparison, exactly this. MarineLord can just build in the Golden Gate if he needs wood that badly and get access to it. And also, this allows a situation where, when you understand the structure of the map and how limited wood is, you might yourself say, I'm going to go for nights, because I have food and gold really close by, comfortable with that. I'm going to go into early nights, I'm going to rush my opponent. And the Mongol player, what could be his response? Like, you could go into Magadai, it's not a bad solution, but in that situation, right, with the small group of knights you build, you just dive into the enemy's base, you don't really focus on the Magadai, and you hit their economy. And that's the difference, right? The Magadai can't then go into your base and hit your economy if it's tight-knit because they don't have any armor. Yo, you know what's looking pretty tight right now, though? MarineLord's bounty. Well, it seems like the AI has not experienced much Rus action, I'm afraid, folks. Because what I'm seeing here is I'm seeing a neglection. Is that a word? It is now. Neglecting of the deer. He's trying to rectify it. See, he learned. He saw what MarineLord was doing. He's like, oh, no. That's an important thing. That's how Rus players get gold. Did you see how quickly he clicked through those deer? He's nothing but a machine. It's clear as day now. But that being said, lesson learned too late. MarineLord, already before teching up at 405 bounty. Yeah, you heard that right. That is actually an incredibly high number to hit at this stage of the game. That's 400 additional gold into his economy that he didn't even have to mine for. And you can see that he hasn't mined for it. Look. Not a single worker on this gold vein. Nobody's been working on the gold. Meanwhile, oh, hello. MarineLord stops off for a second and goes, wait, what's happening out here? That's a very exposed gold line. Can I do anything about it? Maybe. To be explored later. He's up to 4 scouts now. Like, you could try and pressure early with some scouts. That's exactly what AI Easy is doing. However, he seems to have forgotten that the TC has that range. And yeah, that's going to be the drop of the Wooden Fortress. Not the most ideal thing to be forced to do, right? But you need to protect this line. Needs to be careful with this one villager. I think MarineLord might lose it. It looks like AI Easy is a little bit paranoid, though. He's going to back off before he can snipe out that one Villi. I think he would have been good to have gotten that Villi and gotten out, but he just didn't want to risk it. And this is why he's easy AI. Intermediate AI would have killed that villager right there. So back in the base, packing up the archery range. Just once again, the efficiency plays. You see, this is what I mean. This is why machines replace us, is because they're very efficient. They build the archery ranges, their barracks, their stables, all these buildings right next to where they're gathering, so they can then move them across, because that's the cool thing you can do as the Mongols. It saves time on building up your infrastructure and basically just makes you a little bit more efficient. That's actually another cool thing to think about with these two civs. These are probably two of the most kind of finicky civs I want to see in the early game. They're the most annoying in the, like, well, unless you absolutely just have wet dreams when you hear the word micro. They're the most micro-intensive civs in, like, Feudal and before, right? Like, you have to think about hunting when you're the Rus player or up against a Rus player. When you're the Mongols, you have to think about, like, building and then reallocating your structures, you know, deploying them, undeploying them. When you can build a GUR, where you should move your TC. Like, all these small, finicky details really matter. And here's a detail for you. Archers are good. But are they good against what's going to be coming against him? Because when we look at MarineLord's base, MarineLord has nothing. Is he doing what I think he's... There's no way. There's no way he's going for a greedy tech up, guys, right? There's totally every way he's going for a greedy tech up right now. And it makes sense. Like, he's getting plenty of food, right? He went for the Professional Scouts. He's getting the survival techniques now, so he can just keep gathering right underneath his TC. We've seen Kelazor, especially do this a lot on Rus, is a really popular strategy. You just basically go for that super quick castle age timing, and your opponent never expects it. And also consider the fact that the easy AI, and this is exactly why he's only an easy AI, not even an intermediate yet, let alone a hard, is he went for a slow static archer army that is going to arrive way too late. Because at this rate, like, you're going to see him sell the wood, he'll get the required food, and then tech up from MarineLord is probably going to be, what, like 8.5 minutes maybe? Depends how many people he puts on it. It's going to be a really solid timing. So then AI Easy, he's going to be in a situation where he doesn't have a blacksmith. Oh, sorry, he's going for blacksmith now, and it looks like he did get the siege engineering. So he's fully prepped for what he needs to do. But it's only an army of archers, right? This could be repelled fairly easily. We'll see if he can thread that needle, though. We'll see if Skynet is a concern to us now, or if we've at least got a few years left. Yeah, blacksmith plus Abbey of Trinity. 8 people working on this, so this should be about an 8.5 minute timing. And that is a small window for AI Easy to tap into. And you can see the battering ram coming out now. He's wise to this. He didn't see any knights coming his way. He's only ever seen scouts. So everything that he's feeling right now is that his opponent is going for that greedy tech up. He doesn't know it yet because he hasn't seen it. He hasn't had the castle age trigger yet. But kind of a risky move to just go off of half vision because, of course, the Khan, I think, is only wrapped around the left side. But when he sees nothing for being built military-wise, this is a comfortable maneuver to take. And he'll move in. Archers chasing him fast. They got the maneuver arrow. And that forced the garrison, and I don't know if MarineLord can do it now. He's trying to react with the racks, but the battering ram is already on the TC. And that is a half-complete Abbey of Trinity with no defense for it either. The scouts try to wrap in. Ineffective. One of them's going to be sniped out. The barracks at the back are going to be complete. But MarineLord just doesn't have the economy. I think he's been beaten by an easy AI. You've got trip racks, but you've got no resources to use on it. You can't gather food anymore. You can only gather wood. Gold isn't going to serve any purpose right now. Not that you'd be able to get that either. And although this will take a while, I think MarineLord is just flabbergasted right now. Like, he did not expect it to be this definitive, this quick of a move into his base. But easy AI looking like it's about to get an emphatic victory here. As there's just no military presence. There's no answer. There's just nothing left that MarineLord can do. And I honestly can't believe we're about to say it. But MarineLord has been beaten by easy AI.